Well, here we are, back to school. Proof that time really does fly when you're having fun. Or sleeping in. Anyways, good morning, Nighthawk Nation. My name is Brendan, your anchor for this week. And welcome to the HPS Upload, where we upload the latest news for you to download. At Hettinger Public School, we empower students to reach their full potential. Now please stand to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, on to short stories. Ag Appreciation Night, a fundraiser for ag and auto programs, is happening on January 14th, 4 p.m. at the Big Gym. Not only will you get to watch a basketball game, which is Nighthawks versus Bulldogs, but admission and popcorn are both free during the fundraiser. Now on to breakfast and lunch for this week. Monday, lunch will be diced chicken gravy and mashed potatoes. Tuesday, breakfast is scrambled eggs with toast. Lunch is sloppy joes with chips and beans. Wednesday, breakfast is breakfast sandwich and lunch is quesadilla. Thursday, breakfast is sausage, gravy, and hash brown. Lunch will be chicken breast with bun and potato rings. And Friday, breakfast is no school and lunch is still no school. And now for announcements. Silent reading will be fourth period this week. Bring a book. And ad drop forms are available for Miss Olson. Science Olympiad, you have concessions Tuesday. Please sign up in Miss Block's room ASAP. An FBLA meeting this Thursday during homeroom. Agenda will include state leadership information and blood drive. All members should attend FBLA meeting Thursday. And now let's go to this week's story about challenges of art beyond elementary by Madeline.
Today we dive into the world of art education, exploring why creativity flourishes in elementary school but often fades in junior high and high school. Join us as we talk to teachers and students to discover how we're working to keep that artistic spark alive.
First of all, I feel that art can be integrated in every subject. It doesn't matter what it is. And I also feel that it's very important to incorporate art into a variety of different subjects for several reasons. It's known to be that students who cannot maybe express themselves verbally, or students that struggle with writing something down, if you ask them to draw something or paint something or create a song or even express themselves through drama, that we find that those kids have an understanding and a comprehension level just as much as students that aren't able to write or aren't able to verbally tell us in so many sentences, what a story is about.
Because there's not as much art in high school, do you think you'll miss it after elementary?
Most definitely. I love art. It's like one of my favorite subjects.
What are some ways you make art fun and accessible for second graders, especially those who may feel unsure about their creativity?
We do a lot of art in second grade. Usually has to do with the season or the holiday, or sometimes what we're reading or learning in the classroom. And I try to do a variety of techniques, whether it's drawing or watercolor, oil pastels. One of my favorite projects to do in second grade is a think outside the box, where they get a shape or an object and they have to make it into something completely different with using their own creativity and imagination, and it turns out really neat.
Do you miss having as much time as you did to do art when you were in elementary school to now?
Yes, back in elementary school, we had many of art projects all the time. Now I feel like we just get assigned small little things from like history and ELA.
How are students still able to experience art in high school?
So recently, in the last couple of years, we've introduced a commercial art, a graphic design program that has now evolved into a website design program, but it's all one and the same, especially when it comes to the design element. So there is a lot of correlating things between art and design. So art and design use principles and elements of art and design, whether that be shape, line, space, or pattern, rhythm, unity. All of those things that you learn in art are also in the class that we do teach in web design, which also has some graphic design. So it is a way for students to get creative in the digital realm, not so much with hand and drawing and things like that, but when it comes to the digital realm, all of those elements and principles are still applied.
Art education plays a crucial role in nurturing creativity and self-expression. By keeping the artistic spark alive as students grow, we empower them to explore, innovate, and see the world from new perspectives. Let's continue to champion the importance of art in all stages of learning.
Thank you, Madeline, for that story. And now, today's homeroom question. What is the term for a painting done rapidly in watercolor or wet plaster? A. Fresco, B. Mosaic, C. Mural, or D. Relief? Again, what is the term for a painting done rapidly in watercolor on wet plaster? Fresco, mosaic, mural, or relief? Find out the answer after today's weather. Now let's go to Brianna with sports.
We did great over the winter break. Now let's go look at those scores. Boys basketball versus Bowman County Bulldogs. Varsity won 59-43 versus Belfield. They won 55-38. Girls basketball versus Kidder County won 36-29 and versus New Salem won 50-38. Highlights. Nighthawks versus Batmans. Caden Anderson with a three-pointer. Sorry. Caden Anderson again with a steal, making the score 7-9, or just 8. Gavin Parnell with a three-pointer. Aiden Fisher with a three-pointer. Caden Anderson again with a three-pointer. Blake Larson with a block. Gavin Parnell with a three-pointer. Robert Morrison with a fast break. Now for sports this week, girls basketball Tuesday JV and varsity versus Hardin County away, and Thursday JV and varsity versus Bison away. Boys basketball Tuesday C Squad JV and varsity versus Lemon at home, and Thursday C Squad JV and varsity versus Bowman County away. Wrestling Thursday boys varsity quad, Friday girls and boys varsity tournament at home, and Saturday girls and boys varsity tournament at home. Now back to you, Brennan.
Thank you, Brianna. And now, on to From the Internet. And now, let's go to Dylan with some weather.
Thank you, Brandon. This is what it looks like outside right now. You can see it's very snowy and cold and also very cloudy. So let's go on to the weather for the week now then. Now it's going to be cloudy throughout the week, and it'll start to warm up throughout the week. On Monday, you'll have a high of 14 and a low of -10. On Tuesday, you'll have a high of 10 and a low of 1. On Wednesday, it warms up a little more, and you'll see a little sun with a high of 33 and a low of 24. On Thursday, it might be a little windy with a high of 30 and a low of 9. On Friday, you'll have a high of 31 and a low of 22. On Saturday, you'll have a high of 30 and a low of 17. And on Sunday, you'll have a high of 27 and a low of 18. That's your weather for this week. Now back to Brandon.
Thank you, Dylan, for that weather report. And now, to wrap up our broadcast, the answer to today's question was A, fresco. We would also like to thank Francis, our producer, for helping us make today's broadcast possible. And that's this week's news broadcast. Please like and subscribe to support this channel. We will see you next week, Monday at 9.
Vibrant program led by our students. Your subscription is a powerful statement, creating a positive ripple effect across our community and beyond. And don't forget, liking this video also sends a clear message to the students working this broadcast. It's a way to appreciate their hard work and motivates them to produce high-quality broadcasts. So, go ahead, show your support, like this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching!
I'm growing up on a farm. I care for all creatures, and